Hello, host Eric here. I've decided to join the force, join the highway patrol. Got these glasses, got a new attitude, ready to go out and bust some heads. Alternately, I'm just regular old host Eric from Talking with Famous People. Did I have you fooled there for a minute? I'm fucking stressed is what I am. I'm stressed out, and I have a title for this video. I'm poured some water. It's getting hot. It's getting summery out here in Los Angeles. So I pour water on my head periodically to cool myself down a bit. Normally I have the fan on me too, but because I'm recording, there. Do I seem more insane now? Is that the goal here, Eric? You trying to seem more insane? No, I'm actually quite sane. It's just really hot and yeah. So the title of this video is How Dark is Your Playground? How dark does my playground look right now? If you aren't familiar with the expression, the dark playground, it's from this website. It's pretty famous. The reason it occurs to me is because I referenced it to Abraham and he didn't know what I was talking about. I was like, really? You know what I'm talking about? Not everybody knew that thing. But, yeah, it's a famous website. It's called, I don't know. I forget what the website's called, but it's got these pictures. And it's got a little text story thing that is about procrastination, the panic monkey, and the dark playground, and stuff like that. So I'm alternating between getting shit done and dark playgroundy stuff at the moment. And I'm really stressed. For the first time in a while, I'm feeling pretty stressed out. Got a lot of stuff in the works, and a lot of things need to be done, and I'm intermittently on task. So, one thing I wanted to say was somebody asked me a question on Quora. They didn't ask me a question. They asked me to answer a question on Quora. And the question had to do with basically, what do you do when as soon as you start making progress in something, you just want to change and do something else, and it's so frustrating. And my response to it was, this was not my response. This is my response to it now. I don't remember what my response was. I think I linked to a video and said a couple random things. I don't know, whatever. But my response to it now is you have to distinguish between the darkness in your playground that's legitimate darkness and the darkness in your playground that's not legitimate darkness. See, a lot of dark playground stuff, in my opinion, stems from the fact that people are doing the wrong thing. Like, they're not doing what they want to be doing, whatever it is. And there's not a single one thing that is your true calling if you're an ENTP at all. You want to be doing a lot of different things. So exactly how you're going to make that fit into, normal life expectations and such, I don't know. But what I do know is, I have my various ideas on this. There's a lot of different possible things you can do, but that's for a different video, different time. I've made some of those videos already. But my take on this dark playground stuff is basically there are times when we're doing stuff that we know is true and pure to ourselves, and we're still pulling this shit. So, I don't know what to tell you. There's the contradiction of everything I just said before that, right? But I do get to it. We do get it done. I realized sort of the other day, or I've been realizing, but starting to sort of hammer home in my head some realities. Like, one, I was quite traumatized by what happened at work last year, more so than I thought I was. By which a conclusion I've drawn because of my avoidant behaviors, my avoidance of communication media. Like I have a phobia of email now, basically. I can't look at my email. I'm too concerned about it containing bad news. And it occurs to me that some of that has to do with the fact that I mean I'm naturally going to be more inclined to getting bad news if I'm in the mix of stuff that's difficult, as I am right now, having sent this email that I can't say I regret sending it all, but I can say may have some negative consequences. I mean, it needed to be said. It needed to be pointed out. It's obviously true. So, I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, that though has probably alienated a couple of my last remaining allies, so to speak. I tend to, as I've discussed in many other videos, I tend to alienate various people who I ought not alienate. I tend to push. My behavior tends to cause people to leave my team sometimes. Adults, allies, not teammates, allies. Rarely, occasionally the teammates. But yeah, unfortunately, something I'm trying to fix. I think I am fixing a bit. I'd say I am fixing it. I have evidence that I'm fixing it. That it's coming along. But being around me means putting up a certain amount of friendly fire sometimes in a work context. I will lash out at others for things that are my fault for a moment or two, for a while, for a little while, before I go, oh shit. It's almost always my fault. I don't know what to tell you. It just is. It fucking sucks. There's no getting around it. I fuck up a lot. Make a lot of mistakes. Flake out. But right now, I'm kind of in halfway land between darkness and light. The interesting thing I always come back to is how much of my expectation for myself, my frustration with myself, my anger with myself, or whatever you want to call that, sense that I need to be improved is legitimate. To what extent can that ever be legitimate? And I mean, the sense that you want to improve is always legitimate, but the sense that you need to improve or be improved. Now, I think in terms of your performance, that's fine. But that's task specific. If you're talking across tasks, and you're talking about yourself, then there's some sort of problem with your expectations if you're not happy, right? If you say, well, I'm mad at myself because I didn't do this and that when I wanted to, and I expected myself to, there's got to be some evaluation of the expectation end of it as well. It can't just be an evaluation of the meeting of the expectation end. So, I don't know. It's a conundrum. I can sit here and muse about it forever, and because that's the shade of darkness I enjoy in my playground, I guess. As a thoroughly meted away sort of pointless analysis that doesn't seem to make me do stuff. But I've already see, the thing is, I've already set today's motions in motions. I've contacted Abraham. He's coming over here. He's going to take a Lyft probably, or a Uber, or a, I don't know. He's coming over here. I told him I needed to talk to him through some things because, I have an ENTP friend who I talked to last night for a while. I'm going to go to a meeting. And he's mentioned before, and I was just like, of course, that makes perfect sense. And yeah, it totally resonates with me. It's like he had a tutor for years. I had tutors for high school and stuff too. And then he said, it took me a while to realize that basically my parents are just paying somebody to watch me work because I don't like to work unwatched. And I was like, yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I don't like to work unwatched either. I would like somebody to be sitting there watching me, commenting on my progress and stuff, and encouraging, I guess, and asking asking me problems. Like ideally, I would work like this. I would say, here's how we're going to work. We're going to go from here to here, and our goal is this way. We're going to get this thing accomplished. I'm not exactly sure where we're going to go in between there and there, right? So now I need you to find out how we get there by asking me to lead you there, bit by bit. That's ideally how I would work all the time. It's insane. It's completely insane. I have no explanation for it other than it's implicit to the ENTP's nature. We would love to work like that all the time. Basically, somebody comes over and says, hey, can you help me by teaching me, showing me how to do all the things that you need to do today? Like that. Yeah. So that's it's a weird state of being to exist in. Thanks for watching Talking with Famous People. And if you're wondering why I'm holding my hand, it's because my finger is. I've got these various little thoughts about how it should be sometimes upside down, sometimes this way, so that the blood goes all the different directions and the finger tries to heal it and stuff. Another ridiculous little notion of mine, but not entirely ridiculous. Obviously, if you don't move your body part at all, then blood flow slows down and stuff like that. So, anyway, have a pleasant day. Thanks for watching. I'll get fans with you.